I'm your host, Christina Carmel, and welcome to another episode of VIP Unlocked on the Carmel Show. Now, today I have a special guest with me. I say a lot of my guests are special, but this one in particular, up there. He's up there.
I'm too up there.
Let me introduce you guys. If you don't know already, I am sitting with Lippy. Hi.
You don't know what's going on, everyone. Wow,
I feel like this is gonna be like such a good show.
It is, man. Of course, it's gonna be a
Anything
good show.
Carmel is always a good show.
Everything Carmel is proper.
Tell them
I'm
from early.
telling them. I've been trying to tell them. They don't want to listen to me.
So, like, obviously, what people don't know is that we've actually known each other for years.
That's what I'm saying. This is meant to be. Like, we're just bucking each other in showbiz right now. Like, we've been in the real world.
Level, but we've actually known each other since college days, which is like, what, 09? We said it was 09, innit?
Yeah, about 2009.
Yeah, and literally it was just, this is just like a reunion. So this is how we're gonna do on the show.
We're gonna catch up.
We're gonna literally catch up, and you guys are just gonna watch us catching up.
Yeah.
We were talking outside of the cameras and stuff about how you came into this game, knowing where you come from and knowing how I know you, because I don't know you like this.
How do you know me like?
I know you back then when it weren't so glamorized, you know, when the roads were gritty.
Yeah, it was gritty. It was gritty.
So before you get into your journey, let's play a little clip to introduce people into you if they don't know what you do already.
Bro, what's this? CCTV or something? Oh, okay, cool. That's all right. A couple hours of me finding out that information, feds at my door, nicked. So for the first, I was in the cells for like 20 hours or something. First 20 hours of me knowing for a fact.
You didn't want that on TV?
I'm joking. Man staring at the, are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? And I was like, my brother, you know what? I fucking am. Yeah. And that's the first time I've been in a cell where I was.
You know, like, and they put the number in there. You know, if you had your mobile.
Brother, I wouldn't have your phone. Bro, I'm trying to memorize the number. Wait, 100. He looks alright sometimes. I don't know what happened to him. Put on a Primark thing that day or something.
Wait, first of all, what were you talking about? You said something about you looked in the ceiling and something about your daughter not being, or your child not
Long
being.
story short, something happened, innit? I'm not allowed to legally go into it too.
Stop. You
I'm
have
God.
legal representation?
Yeah.
On this situation that you went on camera and already talked about?
Nah, do you know what it was, I spoke. Do you know what it is? But this ain't speaking about it, so how they gonna nick, man? But this is what it is, I spoke about it, and I was advised not to really talk about it again too tough. But long story short, I got into a situation, and I'm only human, innit? Like, it's one of them ones, innit? Like, got into a situation that hypothetically I'd imagined like throughout my life, you get me, being a dad and I can't even go too into it, but I'm sure through that clip and other things, people will know what I'm talking about.
So I'm just gonna assume and say that there was a situation where there was a child that somebody must have said it was yours and it's not, which is what, I'm not gonna say most men have been through, but
But do you know what it is? It was a hypothetical situation that I'd imagined and I thought I'd deal with a lot worse than I actually did.
But you were calm.
Because I didn't do anything to anyone. I wasn't calm.
Was that you talking about getting nicked was your reaction to that?
Yeah, but I didn't do anything to anyone. It was, I said things, innit?
To her?
Nah, just in general. I just said things, innit? Yeah, and I rectified it, but...
With an apology or?
With many things, an apology, many things, but because of my past,
was the child yours?
Nah.
And you were calm about it?
I wasn't calm about it, but what can I... Do you know what it is, I'm a man. This happened to me, what? 2020.
Last year?
So, yeah. So I was 28. Yeah, I was 28.
This is
big man,
recent.
yeah. Like, if it happened to me, I was like 22, 23, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. Collapse. I don't know what I would have done. But I already had 3 kids, like, I've lived life. I know how life is, you understand? So it's like, don't get it twisted. It was bitter, like, it was a sour moment in my life, obviously. But it's a thing where I kind of think when you do things, with good intentions in this life, regardless of the outcome, there's a silver lining in it. So it's like, that that taught me a lot about myself, innit? Like, I didn't know I was that strong. I didn't know I could deal with that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that I could be given that piece of information and then get nicked or whatever and then just be fine. Like, if you told me that would happen to me like 5 years before, I would have shot myself. Like, I would have been like, how do I get through that?
Yeah.
But I did.
Yeah.
Like, straight away as well. Don't get it twisted, I'm not a robot. Like, it will always have an effect on man, innit? But at the same time, because there was bare things happening, the pandemic, right? There was so much things to deal with, innit? And I kind of think, in a way, strangely enough, that kind of helped. Because it was like, rah, this youth ain't my youth. We're not even allowed to go outside. My youths aren't at school. It's like there was so much things to deal with, innit? So it kind of just felt like, this is another thing. So yeah, I kind of just took it in my stride.
But was it a situation where you had any contact with the child to build a bond?
Yeah. I found out when the child was 11 months old.
Oh, wow.
And yeah.
Wow. How was that for you emotionally?
It's hard, innit? But like I said, I'm a lot tougher than I thought I was, innit? I knew I was tough, innit?
Yeah.
I knew that I got to a certain age and I knew, like, yeah, if certain things was to happen now, I'll hack it, innit? I know myself, innit?
You know your strength.
But I'd never imagined that. But this was just another thing that, it's cool, innit? You gotta kinda, like, don't even wanna compare it to anything or tie it in with anything else or make it calm or anything, but like, I've done things in my life, you get me? I've done things to people. And just things in general. It don't necessarily mean to like, to someone, but just negative energies, innit? I've invited a lot of negative energy. And I kind of think a lot of it kind of went, like, maybe it's the wrong word, but you could call it unpunished, innit? So I kind of always thought, yo.
Do you think karma's coming?
Who knows, man? I know I wasn't, I know the way I was living, man, are dead for that, man, are in jail, man, I wasn't any of those things. Well, I ain't any of those things right now. You get me? So I thought, it's not gonna be Keith and Rosie forever. Like, and I've been on the other side of life, you understand? And now, it's like when I was on that side of life, I hadn't been on the side I'm at now. So it's like I see the bigger picture. Don't get it twisted, there's still sides that I need to explore, innit? But as far as the bigger picture's concerned, I think I saw something else, innit? Especially when that happened. Because when that happened, I was me, innit? I was the internet guy, I was you understand? So it's like, regardless of even if I wanted to do something, I think reality hit me straight away, like, rah, you're in the public eye, you get me? This is a youth, rah, you've been posting this youth on social media and that.
Oh, really?
You're gonna have to explain to everybody or just never post a youth again. So I'm thinking bare things, innit? So I'm thinking, rah, this is bigger than my feelings, you understand?
You posted on socials?
Yeah, because obviously, you see me, yeah? Wow. I don't want to go into it too tough, but when I first found out about this youth, yeah, I was horrible, innit? Not like mean, but when I say horrible in terms of like, I didn't show a lot of attention, a lot of affection. I was just like, yeah, man. Like, I was just at a part of life, like, didn't really know what was going on, you understand? Then, all of a sudden I become this internet guy and shit. So I kind of thought, you know what, yo, like, I'm getting blessings, innit? And man had my doubts, innit, from the beginning, but I just thought, I told myself, innit, just on a shower man thing, I just told myself, regardless of what's going on, you are gonna give your all, innit? Yeah. So when it comes out that you was right, no one can tell you nothing, you get me? Because that's what's going on now, no one can tell me nothing, no one, you get me? Because I done my thing, I provided, even after that, I'm not even gonna go into that, but you get me? I'm a man, I'm a good man, you get me? That there showed me I'm a better man than I knew I was, and I knew I was a good man. So, yeah, man, it was a blessing in disguise.
I think do you know what, that's so crazy, because this is not the first time I've heard a story like this. Years ago, I had a friend with the same situation, but the child, he bonded with the child a lot longer. I think the child was about 4.
Sheesh.
4 before he found out that it wasn't his child. And he literally catered his whole life to provide for that child. Like, that's my first child. And so it was like 360 change because that's not your child anymore. What do you do now? How do you let go? Do you still...
I know it sounds mad, yeah, like, I don't know, man, because another thing, I'm smiling. It's not even
Why
funny.
are you smiling?
You know what it is, yeah?
Yeah.
Another thing that showed me is that how in control of my emotions I am, innit?
Do you think, yeah, Lippy has emotional intelligence?
I do, definitely.
Are you
But I thought, you know what it was? I thought I was cold. I thought I was a cold person.
Yeah.
But that showed me I'm not cold. I'm a very rational thinker. I'm older now. Maybe I was once cold.
Yeah.
And maybe if this happened to me when I was like, even 24, 25, I would have just switched off from the world, innit? That would have been my way to deal with it. Because that's what I was thinking, innit? What do I do? Do I just disappear? Because I was just thinking, my thing was, I don't want to speak about this with no one. That was my thing.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck the fact that the youth's not mine. The main thing for me right now is the embarrassment and the rarity. But I'm one of them kind of people, like, there's a couple things that's happened to me in my life that's made me look in the mirror and be like, yo, like, you're gonna hide from people, me. That's not my character, you understand? So I faced it head on, you get me? And
do you feel like also you couldn't hide anyway because you are this like social...
The worst thing
because
is
you are this social media.
But I didn't have to say nothing to no one.
The industry, I feel like the UK, when we talk about the UK scene, we don't talk about the UK scene without talking about Lippy. Do you understand? So where you hiding, really?
But you know what it is? At that time, I didn't see it like that.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was like that.
Yeah.
Like, even now, I didn't see, like, I didn't think people thought like that. Oh, we can't mention the UK scene without mentioning Lippy. Like, I don't see it like that. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I don't really see it like that.
I feel like I feel like you are one of the key figures in the UK culture. He's like,
no, I'll tell you that one day.
No, definitely. I feel like you and a few other, obviously, like Tricks and a few other people as well, ZZ Mills, you know, all these people. I feel like they are, and you guys are the UK scene. But it wasn't always like that.
Nah.
It wasn't. So how did we get here? Because obviously, like I said earlier, when I knew you, it weren't this. It was very much the other life.
Yeah? Like, I've always been the way I am, innit?
You've always been mouthy.
Yeah, but it's like, it's not even, but my thing is opinionated. I kind of think the lifestyle man was living, you're not allowed to be opinionated in a lot of lifestyles, but especially in the lifestyle that I was living. When you're on the roads, you're not allowed to be opinionated. Things are quote unquote set in stone, you get me? Can't get along with them, man. Can't go here, can't do this, you can't say this, you understand? So I think a lot of the time, I was a person that would play devil's advocate, you understand? So I'd express points that I might not even personally believe myself. But I was like, but what about this? What if this was to happen? What if, and I've always been like that. And my friends have been like that. I'd like to think I come from an intelligent batch of gentlemen, you understand?
Ooh, I like that.
We're doing it. Do you know what it is? We grew up how most men grew up. You get me? But because we kind of had you could call it a support system if you want.
Yeah.
Couple man's older brothers, and there was like a generation above. And even if it weren't, what I'm trying to say is there's most of the mistakes that my generation learnt from, it wasn't our personal mistakes, it was the next man's mistake.
Do you think it was the elders? Yeah. And they passed it, it's like generational beef.
Even regardless of whether they pass it to us or not, we saw, innit? So we saw what's happening to man. We saw he did this and he's gone for life. He did this and he's dead.
So
he did this and he's crazy. He did this and... So it's like, subliminally, man are picking up little pieces of information. So it's like, boom, I'm moving like this and like that, because if I move like that and like this, like he did, I'm gonna end up where he is, you understand? So it's kind of like, every day, almost, you could call it, because like I explained to you before, innit? I'd say by the time I was like year 9, a lot of shit that I was scared of, I'll tell you straight. I don't know what anyone else could say. I was scared of shit, knives and all that shit. It was scary to me. But by the time I was year 9, I wasn't scared of it anymore. I wouldn't say that, like, I'll be like, yeah, come and fight me, you got a knife, but it's like, I was prepared for that kind of shit. So it was like, if a youth's moving away it's like he's got a knife, bro. I know you got a knife. That's why you're moving how you're moving, bro. You got a knife. You get me? And it became normal kind of thing. So it's like, cool, you got a knife. I'm just gonna stay away from you. I'm not gonna talk to you in certain ways. You got a knife. Then by year 10, I kind of think, I don't know, man. I kind of like, I felt, I don't know, testosterone, hormones, I don't know what it was. I felt like I have to challenge, not challenge, man, but I just thought I have to show that I'm not afraid kind of thing. So I might have overcompensated in certain ways, you understand? And so it's like, little shit. I ain't gonna go into too much detail. I remember there was youths that like were in and around my school that would have weapons and that. And I could tell when they had their weapon and when they didn't. Yeah. And just times when they didn't have weapons, I'll make sure that I'm there, you get me, fam? Because that's when I could leave my mark. Yeah. But the issue was, when I'm trying to prove myself to these said man, and I'm trying to prove myself to these said man so they can leave me alone and not trouble me and my friends, their reaction was they embraced, man. And obviously, because I was young, I accepted the embracement. So by like year 11, it's like, again, I'm not a bad youth, but I got friends that are bad youths now. So it's like, boom, cool, he's got a knife and he does this and but he's him in it and I'm me, but he's my brethren in it, cool. You know that, what are you gonna do about it kind of thing. Yeah. And obviously I got my shirt and tie and that's a big, like, deterrence, you get me? When you're a school kid, you get me? But then obviously when school's done, you're not a school kid no more. You get me? Yeah. And it's different. Yeah. And kind of a lot of shit, like I said, that I was scared of from when I was about year 9 and that, I was that kid now. I was the kid that I was scared of, you get me?
So when did you get to this point as we know you as Lippy now? When did you become Hollywood? I must have done, I was doing this apprenticeship thing in a gym. Okay. Yeah, with my friends. And when we was doing this, something happened on social media where there was this video going around of a woman racially abusing this black man on a tram, innit? And I responded to it, like on Facebook. At the time, the only social media I had was Facebook. Okay. And yeah, I think I only had Facebook. I didn't have Instagram or nothing because I didn't have an iPhone. This was BlackBerry days. Okay, all right, yeah. So yeah, this was like 011, 012. So, and that video went viral, innit? Like viral, like hundreds of thousands of views and that. So because of that, I got Twitter. And then, cause like I was that youth from that video on Twitter, like within my first couple days on Twitter, like I had thousands of followers and that. Oh, wow. So everyone seeing me like, raw, you're that youth and you know them ones? Yeah. So, and I'm just a road man on social media, like I've just stopped. I remember those videos.
I was chatting bare shit, I was just chatting shit. And back then, like the internet weren't like now, it weren't PC, you could say anything. I weren't saying I was saying madness, but the things I was saying wouldn't be acceptable now. Wouldn't even say not be acceptable, like I'll get cancelled or something, but man would just look at me and just be like, what's my man even talking about, kind of thing. Or maybe it's, who knows what younger men are doing. Maybe it's just because I was younger and we was just the young people of social media, you get me? I was about 20. So from then I had a little bit of a name. And then a couple years later now, because back at that point, I was about 20, 21. But like I felt old, like that's what people need to understand, like because I lived how I lived.
Because of the lifestyle.
Yeah, like I felt so old, didn't it? So like I was kind of on the internet, like kind of thinking I'm better than everyone else kind of thing, innit? Like what the fuck do you lot know? Like man's done the mad thing, like you get me?
You know the roles like I know the roles.
Yeah, not even you, I'll just say you don't know life, innit? I'll just mash up any of you. So it's like, I've come on Twitter, like I'm seeing man that I know in real life doing the most. You get me? So I'm talking to a man like, yo, like, you're not that guy. You're not on that. You get me? So I'm overcompensating. Yeah. So I got a bit of a name for myself online for just chatting shit, really. And back then, that was glamorized. Chatting shit was glamorized. You were seen as real for just saying bullshit. I used to chat shit. Yeah, so by the time I'm about 25, 26 now, I kind of clock like, I kind of think, I realize that, raw, like, I'm not the same, innit? I'm not, like, fair enough, I'm still a young man, but I'm not like 19, 20, 21 anymore. Like, I'm in my mid-20s. And I was like, but there's kids on this thing, there's kids on social media.
Yeah.
And man, seeing what they're doing and where to like, so then drill now, UK drill. And I saw what how everyone's talking. And me, I liked it, I liked drill. I kind of thought, yo, these youths were like us, but they have like this amazing...
You understand it.
Yeah, like, but I kind of understood it in a way that like, fair enough, I understand the similarities, but I get the differences as well. I get that there's social media now, I get that like this whole road life is so like, because like you said, it wasn't glamorized. When man used to come to your college and climb the gates and that, and do whatever man was doing, it wasn't like, oh my gosh, they're here. It was more like, raw, like, who the fuck are they? Like, and until, like, don't get it twisted, after man come a couple times and you saw man's intentions weren't like that, I'm sure you accepted us a little bit more, but still, we were kind of seen as, yo, them man there, they...
And plus you didn't go to our college anyway.
Exactly.
So you guys were literally jumping.
No, man was coming in I ain't even gonna name the college to get myself nicked.
Don't name my college,
But
please.
another thing I'm gonna say, I was college age as well. This wasn't last week or nothing. We were all college kids, innit? And their college was down the road from my college.
Yeah.
And they had bare gal in their college, innit? Look on her, she was in the college, I had to climb the gate, dog. Yeah? So we climbed in there, and it was what it was. But like I said, back then, it was kind of like, oh shit, like those are the gang members, like them 7 man over there in the dark, surrounded by the weed smoke. But it's like now when you go to the party with the youth them, it's like, those are the gang members, all 46 of them youths over there, and those are the normal youths, all 3 of them. Just hiding behind the speakers and that. So it's like, the thing has, the proportions, it's got bigger and bigger, you understand? Like, so I kind of thought, you know what? I'm gonna say something about this. But my thing was, I seen the people that were speaking about it already, and I kind of thought, raw, they're kind of patronizing. And I was thinking differently, who are some of you people to be talking how you're talking, innit? I was out there. So I was kind of thinking, you know what, as a man that done this, I'm gonna speak, because I don't think any of us do, innit? I kind of thought in the UK thing,
they don't want to talk.
Yeah, it's not like LA and Compton where man are gangbanging till they're 46 and they got tattoos on their face. And nah, man get to their like literally 22, 23 and they just disappear. Even if they're doing whatever they're doing illegally or whatever, but the hype just dies down.
It dies out, yeah.
You get me? So my thing was like, why do none of us speak about this? So I kind of thought, you know what, I'm just gonna be transparent about this thing. Because the fact that so many people are getting involved in this is because the man that just finished don't want to talk about how it was.
Yeah.
All they have of our experience of it was, my generation was kind of like the first YouTube generation. So we were like the first generation to like fully show the youth them, yeah, we're here, a man's putting red bandana on this road sign, a man's here, a man's on this DVD. And so it was all about showing. It's like, if you're a road man, show me. Go on YouTube, rap about killing everyone. And you know them ones. And I kind of thought, and that's to kind of let them know that like, oh, it's not fake and it's real, but it's a bit of a facade, innit? It's a bit of a, you get me? Everyone's kind of overcompensating, everyone's kind of putting on a mask and pretending to be a certain way. And I put out those videos on the internet and they got good reception. And I kind of thought, because at that time, even now, a lot of the shit I say online, people react to it.
Yeah, because they think, because it's like, I think because, funny enough, so I was telling one of my friends that you were coming on my show, and he was like, this is someone that I used to work with, and he was just like, Lippy chats a lot, and he's very open with his chat. I'm like, yeah, but for me, it's like, that's how you need to be. I feel like sometimes in the UK, people I don't know if they don't want to talk or they're afraid to speak their truth or they just want to hide or whatever. But I feel like you would just say it how it is and you just don't care. And the UK don't like that, because look at the ZZ Mill stuff. Like, people don't like ZZ. She speaks her truth, but it's not like she's lying. I'm not gonna say that everything she says is making sense. I'm not gonna say everything you say I agree with either, but it's your truth. Do you understand?
My thing is, the whole UK scene is very like concentrated in certain areas, innit? So like, we're from London, you get me? London's small. So people see it as raw. If you're talking how you talking like this, we can catch you kind of thing, innit? I see people all the time. I'm here.
And then no one says nothing to you?
And when I say no one says nothing to me, it's not because I'm a bad man or a rare tape, but I kind of think when people see me talking how I'm talking, so there might be some episode or some content of me where I'm speaking in certain ways, and certain man or certain people might think they might feel triggered by it. There might be things that I'm talking about that they feel apply to them, you understand? And I kind of think, like I said, it's an ego thing, because London's small, you kind of see that on your screen and kind of think, who the fuck is my man? I don't really get that much now, but obviously in the beginning,
of course,
people, I'm just being put, like, the way I saw it, because I remember, I know how I've seen quote unquote social influencers or whatever, and it's just, I've seen a guy, who is my man? And then out of nowhere, he's just normal. It's just, oh, that's him, and he does this. And same as ZZ. I remember, who is this girl? Like, what's she talking about? Why is she so And then out of nowhere, it's just normal. So I knew, because those people came before me, the ZZs, the poets or whatever, I kind of thought, you know what? Eventually, they'll be accepted in it, and they're understood in it. So I just need to stay consistent. Because at first, I was saying things, and then if people were offended or whatever, I'm trying to reply to all of them and tell them what then I kind of just thought, you know what, it's all about intentions, innit? And like I said, when I say I see man and they don't do nothing, there's been people that say they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that, but when I see them,
is it like
it's a we're humans, innit? It's a dialogue, innit?
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie, innit? No one's ever come up to me and been on some, what was you saying or whatever. The man's had little situations.
With like known people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah.
Do you know what it is, I'll just be transparent.
Yeah.
It's as simple as this. I think a lot of people that do what I do, social influencers or whatever, they didn't used to live a certain way, innit? So they kind of think, right, you're just a chatty patty, you're just a social media guy.
Chatty patty's what I've heard.
Just went uni and you're rare, now you're on the camera, rare. I didn't do any of those things, innit? Yeah. I lived how a lot of these rappers pretended to live, you understand? So when I see them, and it's whatever's going on, it's the energy, it's not that. But again, I'm not that kind of guy. So a lot of the time, there'll be people that I've had little whatever's with. Nah, listen, there's been people that I've had little isms with online and that, and they will be guys that's been like that. And we've seen each other, and it's been funny. Man just walked into a room, oh my God, you get me? Me and you are here. And it's just like, yo, it's funny, you get me? And I kind of think that's the energy that everyone should have, because this thing is a media thing, man.
Because you guys finally started to see it as a business.
Yeah,
that's
man.
what it is.
I think that's good, cause a lot of the people, I'm not even talking just about myself, rappers or anyone. Some of these people are serious guys, innit? And they're putting a lot of their pride to the side, like to come and be transparent or to be funny or to, you understand? A lot of the things that we're doing now, even 6-7 years ago, you couldn't have told me that I'll be doing this. I would have said, what are you talking about? Sitting in front of a camera, chatting, like some, whatever. Like, so I'd just, but it's, times change, you get older.
And you mature.
You can't always hold yourself to certain stuff. Like, I'm 29 now. I can't be holding myself to 21-year-old standards.
And I'm sure you have goals and dreams that you want to achieve anyway.
There you go, man. I got things to do, man. I got experiences that I need to experience.
I like that. So, since you're here and you know, we've covered all the chatty patties and the opinionated lippies. You're gonna give me your opinion. We've got a couple of dilemmas that I've got people to send in.
Oh, shit.
But first, I wanna hear your opinion on this situation that happened recently. Can we show the clip? So we've spoken a lot about, like, obviously the rappers and people and the UK scene and the industry, and there's a lot that goes on here. I feel like the UK scene is quite, I don't want to say clouty, but
it's quite fuckery.
It's quite something. So look, this situation happened. Do you hear about this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big up.
No, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute.
Man.
So, first of all, she's bad as hell.
Yeah, big up, bro, man.
She's bad. So, essentially, Alinda and Unknown T are dating, right? and everybody was like, she deserves better, she's bad, who is Unknown T? They even said that he's an up-and-coming rapper, like he's
allow that.
undeveloped.
This is what it is, I don't like...
And they did the same with Notes. They did the same with Notes. Because I feel like the girls were of such high standard, they really tried to play
Do you know what it is? Do you know what I think, I think social media has made us believe that celebrities are here and we're just here. I'm not trying to say celebrities are here and we're here, but
celebrities...
They're celebs, innit? A lot of... When I say celebs,
like
put it this way, Unknown T ain't Lippy, innit? He's an artist. He has a craft, innit?
Yeah.
He got to where he got to because he's worked on his art and people love it. You understand? Millions of people. You understand? It's not no little man thing. These drill boys, they are phenomenon. These youths are geniuses. You understand? They're doing what we was doing, but they're obviously they got social media and other tools to help them, but they got to a point quite young where they realised how to articulate themselves and turn this lifestyle into proper money without having to hurt man. And you understand? This is what these men are doing, innit? So I kind of think social media puts us close to like the celebs and you understand? Back in the day, when I was in school and that, say Lethal B or whoever was the rapper back then had a gal. I couldn't go on some social media site and message his gal and be like, yo, leave him. Yeah. You know, that was unheard of. When I had MySpace and that, you used to come in the comments trying to speak to them like they're replying to you. You look like an idiot. But now, because social media is so hands-on and you're always a click away from a man, people are literally seeing it as, hold on, what you do? Like, you understand?
Can you imagine that people are actually messaging the girl like you? Because do you know why? Because also because she's from Paris, people think that she doesn't know that what he does in the UK, like how high ranked as an artist he is. So it's like, girl, you've never been to London. You don't know that he's not big. He's not the Trey Songzes or the Chris Browns of the UK. So, girl, go and some of that. So there was this also. What do you also think about this? So this happened today, actually.
And I was like, haters. Big up Unknown Team.
I was like, I have to ask you about this. So Lowe's, did you see this?
Nah, I didn't see it.
So Lowe's basically was like saying like, rappers, you don't put them in the kitchen. They're not husbands, You can't wife up husbands. And Dig That was like...
Digga D.
Yeah, I said Dig That. Digga D.
Yeah?
Digga D was like, I'm not trash anymore. It's not that, like, give us an opportunity type of thing.
I hear him though. I hear Loz, cause it's real. I know what she's saying. I'm gonna be realistic.
Are you part of this? Like, don't wife us.
Do you know what it is, I'm not a rapper, innit? So, let me wife you, I'm good. But, Digga, let them grow, man. Like, when Digga D first come on my phone screen, is a drill rapper talking a bag of madness. And see that the kid was talented, no doubt. But I didn't really know what direction he was going. Not even a year later than that, he's a star, you get me? When we're talking about now, which is probably a year after that,
so
so it's like, give him his chance. I see he's going up with the, he's got Maya Mills. Was she like an influencer? Like just so
what do you think of Maya Mills?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know who she is. She young. Yeah. That's what it is then.
But in terms of like aesthetics,
I don't.
Is that your type?
Nah, not even on a mad thing. I don't really think I've seen her before like that. You know, the reason I know who she is because one of the young ads and them and their young ads, the DBE man had a tune about her. Yeah. And I remember that was on the blogs, and I was kind of thinking, well, what is she, like a light skinned kind of girl? The worst thing is that I seen a video of him and Unknown T, and they're in the studio, but that you can't really see her in it. Her back's to the camera, so I don't really know what she looks like in it. But I don't know, man.
But so are they wifeable, husband material?
Who the
like
rappers
the
then?
UK rappers. Should we give them a chance, or we casting them as basketball players and it's like...
No, man, I guess, I don't know, man. You gotta...
Take a chance.
These youths are in a new, like they're living life in the new way now, you get me? These youths were on their block, some of them just a year ago, as kids.
Oh, so you're saying like give them that time to
Yeah, man, let
transform
them, I think they're seeing the other side of life now, you get me? That's what I see from Digger D's social media. He's having a lot of fun.
Yeah,
you get
but
me?
he's sampling the other side. Because this is not the first girl he's dated. He also dated another girl. She was Ghanaian as well. And she was badder than bad.
I think I saw a picture of her,
like
though.
her name, I think his name is like Shah or something like that. Something, but she was so... I think
Is
she
what
was
it
young,
is,
but...
man. The rappers, them, they're going to do what they do.
They are going to do what they're going to do.
Yeah.
But, again, so, another one. So this was sent via Instagram. Someone sent me this audio. We want to know what you think. And we want to know what your opinion is to this. So can we play the audio, please?
Basically, I'm pregnant again. And it's my 4th pregnancy, but I've had my 3 with my ex, like all 3 of them from the same dad, but he doesn't know I'm pregnant again, and I moved on obviously with another relationship. So I'm just wondering, like, because obviously I've never had to go through something like this before, where I have a kid with someone else. Apart from I've only had kids with him. So should a baby father have a say on whether, like, you're pregnant again with someone else's child, or and how do you drop it to them? Like, do you have to tell him, or do you tell them when you're ready, or what I mean? So I was just wondering whether you could help me with that.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
From start to finish?
Yeah, man.
So she wants to know. Now listen, I've already advised her, but I don't know if I've I don't know if I've advised her correctly, because I personally don't have kids, right? But what she's basically saying is she has children, 3 kids, with her previous partner, her baby father. She now has 1 child with her new relationship. No blended family yet. Should she tell her baby father, and how much, not control, but how much does he get a say?
He don't get a say in it. I think obviously she should tell him, just to ease her mind. When I say, because it's, I don't know, man. I would say he has a right to know. But when I say he has a right to know, I think that's as far as the rights go.
Okay.
Because what else can you really say, like, because they're in a new relationship. What can you, like, it is what it is. It's you got the only reason I believe he has a right to know is because I'm guessing his kids live with her or whatever.
Yeah.
So
she has the other 2 kids, yeah.
Because same way, if I was to get another lady pregnant, I'll tell the mother of my kids.
Let's put your 3 kids up. You've got 3.
Jesus Christ, the bum of clout of the people. Yeah, I got 3.
You've got 3 beauties yourself.
Yeah.
All by the same mum.
Yeah.
I was like, thank you, Jesus. Not to say anything to anyone, but... So that's what... So, what I told her, is what you said. So basically, let me tell you what I told her. I told her, because I didn't want to leave it too long, I basically told her that she should tell him out of respect, but he needs to maintain boundaries.
Yeah.
He cannot cross over. Now, where you do a blended family is if both males are mature enough to do so. It might take a minute because not everybody is able to do that.
Yeah.
He doesn't get a say in your new child or your relationship. He must maintain the boundary. Now, some guys are not able to do that, you know, and where he starts to act out, you have to control that, but respect your new relationship, because God forbid he starts messing around, and because of that, you lose the giving that 1 child stability and contain your household. So don't let it become a ruckus. Yeah,
because I don't even want to throw this out there, innit? There's a lot of mad situations. Like, I know a situation where I had a friend, he had children with his ex, obviously. The ex moved on, had another child.
Yeah.
She ended up leaving my man and getting back with my brethren.
Oh my God.
So now the new youth is in the yard. But luckily, it was dealt with from the beginning, it was dealt with in a mature way.
What, through conversation?
In a very, very mature way. Very, very mature way. And when I say very mature way, it was a thing where the girl, they'd just come out of a relationship and my girl's got pregnant, like straight away kind of thing. And she's kind of come on a, like, I'm keeping this child, I kind of like the vibe with the guy kind of thing. And my brethren on a mature thing, he's done the mature thing and said, I'm gonna get to know my man, you get me?
Yeah.
Just car, it's still too early. Like even him at this point, I don't even think his child was 2 yet and she was having another youth for her next man. You get me? So he could have done the mad thing, but he just thought there's no point. And luckily he stayed around because the other guy was a bit of an idiot. And now he kind of has to deal with all the youth.
All the kids.
So it's like, it's mad, man. Like me personally, I had my first child at 23, even like 2 days before I found out I was having a child. I did not think about being a dad, like the depths of it. You know what I mean? Obviously, but from my time about 16, 17.
You were ready.
Not ready, but I understood science, you get me? I knew what could happen.
You knew science.
I knew what could happen, so I knew, you get me? Then, like I explained to you, when I was 18, I think I might even have been 17 at the time. But yeah, when I was 17, 18, one of my friends had children, you get me? So it was like, man saw that life.
Yeah.
And you know how it is, from around that time, everyone, you know, girls from school, and
kids,
it started, you get me? So, yeah, man, you kind of just, it's mad, man. Because regardless of what age you become a parent, you've never been a parent before you're a parent, you get me?
Yeah.
I know a lot of people say, I've got younger siblings, and I have younger siblings. So I thought,
but it's not
it's nowhere near the same. And when I say it's nowhere near the same, it's not always about, because I think people just think of like the work rate and changing nappies and not going to say, but it's not just that, innit? It's the mental
state,
you know what I mean? Like you said, splitting up with the mother of your child, the father of your child, having to move from the house that you lived in with your kids. There's a lot of things that I think people don't take into consideration.
Are you with your child's mother?
No.
Your children's mother? No? You're not saying that with bass? Does Lippy want any more kids?
Yeah.
Okay, does Lippy want to get married?
I do, because I'm going to be rich, yeah?
Jesus.
So I need to be married.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You ready to do the splitting assets if it all goes wrong? You ready?
I'm ready.
And she can take
I'm going to be dangerous rich.
Oh, you
dangerous rich.
Is that where we're going?
Yes.
Yeah?
100.
And you're ready to split assets if need be?
Yes, man, I need my wife. So man could just be in the yard.
And what does a wife look like to Lippy?
Just a
what?
What are you lot doing? What is this? Some CCTV shit. Well, go on. Who's gonna come from the ceiling or something? Special guest. Yeah, nah, I don't. You see me, yeah? I'm just a vibes man. I'm a vibes man. When I say I'm a vibes man, I've been that guy. I can sit here and say, she has to do this and you understand? But I've had girls that tick all them boxes and the vibe weren't right. Then I've had certain gal that they're only ticking certain boxes and it's like, cause the vibe's right, I'm gonna try to stick around. That's been a fuckery, man. Got mashed from that. But you live and you learn. Like.
Is Lippy taking an industry girl? Or is Lippy one a quiet one?
Depends, man.
Has Lippy dated an industry girl?
No.
Has Lippy dated an industry girl?
No.
Why? Why
are you looking at like that? What? No, I haven't.
So you've never dated no one from the industry?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
What is this? Yeah, no, I haven't.
And would you ever?
It depends.
On?
The circumstances, the vibes.
Okay.
You get me?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on that note, we've come to the end of the show. Woo! I want to say thank you to my guest. Listen, this has been absolutely amazing. I want to say thank you to Lippy for joining VIP Unlocked.
No problem.
I appreciate you so much for joining us.
I appreciate
It's been
you
entertaining.
Too. It has been.
We've learned a lot. We've learned a lot.
Yeah, man.
And we will definitely have you again.
Definitely. I look forward to it.
So we've come to the end of the show. I want to thank my guest Lippy for joining me on VIP Unlocked. And we will be back again with another fantastic episode. Bye, guys. Take care.